Hey there, y'all. Hope y'all doing all right today. Let's talk about narcissism. About living with a narcissist. You ever love somebody so much it hurt, but they only seem to love themselves? No matter how much you gave, it wasn't enough. And somehow, everything was always your fault. If you ever walked on eggshells just to keep the peace, if you ever felt more confused after an apology than before it, you might be living with a narcissist. And today, we're going to unfold that. We're going to talk about what it really means and how you can start getting your deadgum life back. This is kind of what it feels like. Now, I ain't talking about somebody who, probably takes a little too many selfies at the family barbecue. I'm talking about the kind of person who never takes responsibility. They're always flipping the script. They're going to turn your hurt into their story and slowly and silently chip away at your self-worth. We talk about that a lot. Living with a deadgum narcissist is like being in a house where the lights look on, but you're always in the dark. That's where that gaslighting comes from. You start to question your own memory. You wonder, am I crazy? And little by little, you lose yourself. This is kind of how they manipulate you right here. Here's the deal. Narcissists don't just hurt you, they confuse you. They'll doggone love bomb you 1 minute and make you feel like the center of the universe. And the next minute, they're kind of cold, silent, cruel, and you're just kind of left chasing a version of them that really don't even exist no more. They'll say crap like, hey, you're too sensitive. You always make things about you. You're remembering that whole thing wrong. And guess what? After a while, you believe them. You kind of stay stuck. And it's not because you're weak, but it's because they built that cage around you so slow, you didn't notice they was just closing that door on you. Here's what narcissistic abuse does to your heart. You stop trusting your gut. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You feel drained all the time, emotionally, mentally, physically. You just want to lay in bed. You feel guilty for wanting peace. And the worst doggone part, you forget who you were before they got hold of you. You used to laugh louder. You used to speak up. You used to believe in your own self-worth. Now you just come home and you hope they ain't mad at you. That ain't love, buddy. That's survival. I'm going to say this old Tommy Ray style, plain and simple. If you're living with a narcissist, you ain't crazy. You're not dramatic. You're not weak. You're strong for even being there and surviving. And even stronger for starting to see what's really going on. It ain't your job to fix them. It ain't your responsibility to teach somebody how to treat you with decency. And it sure as heck ain't love if you had to abandon yourself just to keep it all going. You want to know what the first step is to healing? Call it out. Name it. Just call it what it is. It's daggum manipulation, gaslight, and emotional abuse. I can go on and on. Then start rebuilding them boundaries like they're barbed wire fences. You don't owe constant access to somebody who treats you like trash. You don't owe forgiveness to somebody who weaponizes your kindness. I've seen this thing. I've seen this happen before to people. You only owe yourself the life you were meant to live, and that's free and peaceful and whole, all them good things. Maybe you can't leave right away. That's all right. Start with them small steps. We talk about small steps. Journal what's real. Find a therapist or coach, somebody that gets it. Build that support system. Stop explaining yourself to somebody committed to misunderstanding you. If you're still in the house, or you're still in that relationship, feeling like you got to shrink yourself just to survive, you ain't alone. There's millions of people just like you who broke free and they found themselves again. And you can do it too. You ain't weak. You just daggone tired. You ain't lost. You're buried under somebody else's shadow. My goodness. But listen here. There's still that old light inside of you. It's time to turn that sucker on brighter than ever till it blinds every lie they tried to plant in your soul. Y'all, if you needed this message today, drop me an old comment that says I'm choosing myself, and hit that like button. If you're done letting somebody else control your peace, subscribe for more videos that'll pull you out of that darkness and remind you that your worth ain't up for debate. Till next time, this old Tommy Ray telling you, love real and don't hurt no more. Love y'all.